Hi there, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be planning for the week of September 2nd through the 8th, 2024 in my vertical planner. I'm going to be using this really cute kit from PinkPlannerShop called Italy. This art was recently released and I'm very excited to use it. Now, I have not gone to Italy this year, but my husband is actually there right now. So I thought this would be a fun way to commemorate that. And I just love the art in this kit. So these are the full boxes. You can see there's a lot of orange and light blue. This is beautiful. This looks like a place that my husband and I stayed in Sicily called Taormina. I know that's not what it's supposed to be, but it's a beautiful town and it looks just like this. We've got some delicious pizzas and cannoli, fresh tomato. This says the name of the rose there. And then this is Artemisia. I'm going to butcher this, guys. My husband's Italian, not me. This is a really incredible artist, actually, and you should Google her and check her out. There's a young adult book in verse that just came out about her that I'm actually obsessed with. You should read it. I'll link it down below. So anyway, this is the full art. And then we have some really cute lemon. That is the Trevi Fountain in Rome. I love how bright these colors are. They're so sweet. That's the patterned boxes. We've got some littles here, more littles. Here's the deco. You can see all of the fun things. It's very tourist forward, which goes with the theme of all of these travelers. This is Kitness Jess. So this is great art. There's more art here. Some glitter headers, and those are the sheets that I printed. There were more sheets that came with this kit. So for some special fun, I got this incredible Italian foods washi overlay. I just love all the different pastas. They're so cute. And then we have these really delicious tiramisu and pizzas down below. And then, so I did not get these foiled. I actually considered foiling them myself, but I can't find the transfer pouches that I need for my foiling machine, so I'm not going to be able to do that before I lay these down. But I actually think the black and white looks very, very cool, and I think if I were to foil it, it would overfoil it, and then I would lose all these like little details here. But this is just so awesome, so I'm going to start laying down the base and speed things up and come back in a voiceover. Okay, guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun putting this together. So I decided to use this solid pattern on the top so that I could put the pasta on top of that. And then I was only going to use just one. And then in the end, I decided let's just use both because honestly, like when is another time I'm going to use just one set of washi. I've started to realize this about myself. Like I really need to just use the stickers as I buy them and use as much of them as I can. And then whatever I don't keep, like I'll just keep for later, but like making an effort to use everything I have is so important because it really helps me in the long run. I had a hard time choosing spreads for this for a couple of reasons. One, there was a lot of really great art in this kit. I just enjoyed all of the different aspects of it. The other thing was that I wasn't traveling to Italy, my husband was in Italy. And so it wasn't like the fashion girl made sense because I wasn't there. Like my husband was there and it's not a fashion boy, it was a fashion girl. So I did use the autumnal date covers, even though it didn't totally match the theme, but I just love how bold and cute they are, and I couldn't not use it. I decided to color block, and I'm glad I did because I think it came out really well. Um, but yeah, so I had some time trying to figure out, okay, which scenes like made the most sense. Um, it's funny because this Italy travel set, it has images from what looks like Positano. It could be Taormina, depending on which part of Sicily you think you're in. That is the Trevi Fountain for the quote box washi over there. I ended up using this like sort of travel ensemble in the corner because it had a really cute book in it and the wine and the tomatoes. I just thought that was kind of fun. And then lots of lemons everywhere. This kit did come with a giant tall box with the Vespa that I thought was kind of fun, but I didn't really have a place for it this week, so I just didn't do it. But I love this scene. This reminds me of a hotel that my husband and I stayed in. On the trip that we took, it was for my 30th birthday. No, it wasn't. Excuse me. It was not my 30th birthday. My apologies. It was 2019 when my husband proposed. We were there to visit his grandparents in Sicily, and then we took a detour to Taormina, which is this beautiful little town, very big touristy spot on Sicily. And then after that, we went to Dublin and my husband proposed. So, but we stayed in this beautiful little hotel called the Villa Angelini, and it looked just like this. Like that was the view that we got from it. So it was really fun. I loved all of the different deco in this kit. I thought it was so precious, and I tried to use as much of it as possible. I also ended up using a little bit of the gold deco from the pasta over that September part of the spread. And then, what else did I do here? I did use an Aperol Spritz, which, by the way, like, just for clarity's sake, do not order an Aperol Spritz unless it is, like, the Cicchetti hour. Like, don't do it. It's like ordering a cappuccino after 10 a.m. You just don't do it. It's just not done, and it's, like, culturally inappropriate. So anyway, these Italy underlays were super cute, and unfortunately, the majority of them got lost, underneath all of the stuff that I had done here. Um, it would have been cute to foil it. I think if I had foiled this gold, like if I was going to change anything different about what I did for this spread, I would have foiled this in gold. Um, but at the time, I wasn't really using my foil, and I was afraid I was going to lose a lot of these details, but the reality is I lost the details anyway because I covered them all up. So, yeah, if I order these underlays again, and I probably will because we'll definitely go back to Italy another time, um, I would get them foiled or I would foil them myself. Um, but anyway, it was fun to like use up all of the different things here. So there's the wiggle. And this is where I decide, hey, you know what? Let's just do it. Because you really can see them. They actually do pop up pretty well over the lemon, and they actually look great. And then I had all this really cute little extra deco, so I decided let's use it because why not? So I did use it throughout the spread. I used it as like icons for random things like session notes and session prep and stuff, just because I could. So, and then I decided I was going to add just a little bit more on the bottom. I actually cut this full box in half, and that worked out really well just to fill the space. I didn't like having that blank space there. I'm still not happy with like how I do my sidebar, and I'm trying new things all the time. Okay, so just a recap. Monday was Labor Day. My husband was not in the United States. He was in Italy visiting his family. So I was kind of on my own. It was nice to have a Monday off, especially because we had had those two Mondays, one with students, one without. And so it was nice to just kind of chillax and enjoy myself. I did finish Spell Shop this day. It was cute. It was very like cottage core cozy. I wouldn't really call it a romance. I feel like the romance in it was pretty light. I did clean the litter box. That's a once more with love. Um, and I had at this point I'd gotten much better at cleaning the litter box because my husband's been doing it this whole time on his own, and I sort of was like, wow, I really shouldn't let him do this all the time because it's a dirty job and it's not fun, and like it's better if you can split the task up. But so I did give myself a press-on manicure and I checked work emails. I also had my neighbor's chicken for dinner that she had brought me. and it was so good. Oh my gosh, like delicious, delicious. I don't know what I'm doing up there, honestly. I think I was trying to fix um a flag that I had used. It was a little things and it came undone and I was trying to fix it. So anyway, yep, I fixed it. Looks a little messy, but whatever. So on Tuesday, I just marked that I did session prep. I used a Meeple, which like is just for general gameplay, and I didn't really have anything else. Like I'm not a board game person. I wish I was because I think they're fun. My husband's not really into board games. Um, but I didn't really have another use for it, and I was like, it matches the kit so well, so let me just do that. Those speech therapies are gold foil are customs from Planet Hannah that I had made. I had an IEP. I called it a results meeting, but it was just an annual. I need to get a script made for just IEP annuals. I don't know why I did that backwards. And then I did my session notes and I used a little pasta foiled icon from that washi strip. Then I had an EP meeting, which is our self-contained group. Um, at 2:30, I ordered some more items for my classroom. I used that's an Amazon Carly Plans sticker, and then which matched perfectly with this kit. Hello. And then I used a month more with love sticker to mark that I talked to my dad and my mom and my dad again. Basically, my dad was having difficulty remembering his password, and I thought that my mother had written something down that was actually not the right thing. So that's where all the confusion happened, and we ended up fixing it, but it took like 40 minutes. There's nothing more stressful than trying to do tech support for older people over the phone. It's just impossible. Um, so on Wednesday, I had a like ant flow question mark situation because I wasn't sure like if this was supposed to happen. So I ended up having to call my doctor and they were like, nope, you're good. Um, I did do speech from 9 to 1:45. So I just used that's a sticker party stick flag for that. And then I had another ECGC staff meeting and I used the meeting sticker from the Once More with Love teacher sheet. That was really, really cute. It's a little big, so I don't think I would order more of those, but I did pay my credit card bill, and that is a Scribble Prints Co. plan sticker. I used a tiramisu sticker there to mark that I did session notes. I cleaned the litter box again, and then I keep writing Zoom, but we're doing Google Meet now because Zoom is ridiculous and they charge an expensive amount of money um, to do any meeting that's over 45 minutes, and then you can't meet with the same people for like 20 minutes after that. So they've like really nickel and dimed everyone. I mean, they provided a perfect service during COVID, so I can't be too mad at them for it, but I'm a little like, you're nickeling and diming people now. It's kind of rude. So on Thursday, I did have speech therapy from 8 a.m. to 2:45. It was a lot. Thursday is supposed to be my less exhausting day, but because there's just so much going on, so I just like and this was a really emotional Thursday. I got a medical diagnosis from my doctor that I'm not going to talk about right now, but it was just like kind of devastating. And I was at work and my husband was away. And I just thankfully I had a nice coworker who was like willing to listen to me in that moment, but I was just like there was a part of me that was like I just want to go home. Like I don't want to be here. I want to go home. But I stuck it out because sometimes being at work is the better thing to distract you from like all your negative thoughts. So I did have an 11:30 meeting which went well. I did my session notes and I had a really bad stomach ache on Thursday. I couldn't figure out why. I guessed that it had to do with all of the McDonald's that I had been eating. That just all the greasy food and all the bad things that I've been eating while my husband was gone, like finally caught up with me and my stomach retaliated and was like, no. I think I had like an esophageal attack that thankfully only lasted a day because sometimes when I've had those, they've lasted like multiple days. And then I started taking omeprazole, and that seemed to help. And then I did another Google Meet with Lynette, and we watched Vincenzo, which is a K drama that we're watching on Netflix. So on Friday, I had trash and recycling day, and I had to get gas in the morning before I went to my doctor's appointment. Um, I had a serious migraine this day, so I did use a stick with a Planko sticker to mark that. And then I had speech therapy ready to go. I had everything ready. And then all of a sudden, our district internet went out. So all the schools in our area are connected to this specific internet server, and the server went down, which like was really stressful, I'm sure, for a lot of the teachers because all of their curriculum stuff is online. So I'm not sure how they dealt with that. I was frustrated because I couldn't do my notes. I couldn't like pull up programs that I was planning to use that day on the internet. So thankfully I had a lot of materials and I was able to write it out, but it was kind of annoying. I did make myself some delicious chicken, um, and I did start taking a new medication this night. So on Saturday, I had to redo the whole litter box situation because it was getting out of control and I basically just needed a full clean out. So I did do that. I edited and uploaded during a Planning with Kay live stream. So that was kind of fun to be able to multitask and like do that. I've been really into internet content these days. It's just really nice and fun, and I've been enjoying it a lot. So there's been a lot of YouTube binging right now. I had to finish Under a Gilded Moon because it was way, way overdue, and somebody had it on hold, and I didn't want them to not have access to the book they wanted. So I finally finished it. It took a little while. Um, I, I don't usually read books like that, but I did read it because it was about the Biltmore, and we were going to the Biltmore. So I would say read it if you're interested in that kind of like history, that local history, that Appalachian history. Um, but so anyway, so I finished that and then I went to the library to return my overdue books. This was the Yazoo Greek Festival, which I look forward to every year. This year, instead of going to the festival, I just did the drive-through where you can order all this amazing Greek food and they will bring it to your car and then you just drive away. So I didn't have to deal with crowds or people or anything like that because I couldn't handle it and I was by myself. I came home, I called my parents, I ended up going to Publix. I watered my plants with my husband. I did a FaceTime with him live so he could like see the plants and give me there were things I had to do. Some of them had mildewed. And then I ate pasticcio and it was so good. Oh my gosh, I love Greek food, especially when it's like authentic. So that was delicious. On Sunday morning, I basically just did phone rot. Like I was a phone rot person. And I really love that sticker from Once More with Love. It's just so cute. I did try to play with the kitties a little bit more. I felt guilty because normally my husband is home all day with them and I've been going to work. So I basically feed them in the morning, leave, and then come home and they haven't had any social interaction with anybody for a while. Um, I did do some schoolwork. I also cleaned the living room. So I used that's a Mr. and Mrs. Mint sticker for tidy up the living room. And then that is a Fox and Pip sticker with the vacuum. I did do laundry and I did eat salad because I was like, I need to eat some vegetables. I've been killing myself with greasy food all week. I watch a lot of these Plan With Me's, and so many people order fast food all the time. And I'm just like impressed because my body can literally not handle that much grease. Like, I can't do it anymore. And it's not a like, I wish I could. Like, I love fast food. I just like, my body is like, nope. Okay, so here it is. This is the final spread. I think this came out so, so well. I love everything about this. The colors, the flow of things. I like the touches of gold. I will say, like, the black Italy background completely disappears. Like, you can't see any of it. And I do have some overlays coming up that are like really detailed and ornate that I know now looking at this are completely going to disappear. So, but anyway, it was fun to put together. I still like that I have them. So anyway, this was really, really fun. Thank you for watching. And I can actually tease next week's spread because I haven't laid it down yet. This might be the last time that I'm really gonna do this because I feel like I'm getting ahead now, and oh my goodness, like I'm so excited for next week. Okay, so here's the teaser. Okay. All right, well, thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And thanks again, as always, for watching. Take care. Bye.